Education Secretary Betsy DeVos was booed at Bethune-Cookman University during her commencement speech. Let's check it out.
Dr. Jackson, Board of Trustees, thank you so very, very much for this great honor and privilege. I am honored to become a Wildcat. And it's a real honor and privilege to be with you as we celebrate the Bethune-Cookman University class of 2017.
If this behavior continues, your degrees will be mailed to you. Choose which way you want to go.
Betsy DeVos, for those of you who don't know, she's a Christian fundamentalist, billionaire, school privatizer crusader. And she quite literally bought her position. She gave colossal amounts of money to all the Republicans who were then in charge of, voting her up or down to be education secretary. And we've gone over the list before on the show, but it is endless. So much money she's given to all these different Republicans. But isn't that crazy? Like, that should be illegal. She gave you all that money, and you're going to be able to vote for her? Like, that, there has to be a different process where you should recuse them. They can be recused or not, not even that. It just shouldn't be allowed to give those politicians that money. We should have public financing of elections. We shouldn't have billionaires propping up all these people. Then they get what they want. So here you have somebody who's totally unqualified, Christian fundamentalist, billionaire school privatizer, and now she's Secretary of Education, and she's going to go through like a wrecking ball and, ruin the institutions even more so than they're ruined now. So if there was ever a figure to do civil disobedience against, it's her. Now, understand something. If they were to try to organize and get her banned from speaking, then I would be against the students, and I'd say no. I think that's basic matter of free speech. You don't like the speaker? So what? There's no speaker who everybody's going to agree on. Granted, I happen to deeply, deeply agree with you that this one is like one of the worst. But no, she should be allowed to speak. She should be allowed to give that speech. Having said that, I see nothing wrong with the protests. I see nothing wrong with even the boisterous protests. They turned their backs on her and they started booing her. Yeah, go right ahead. I would have joined you. Christian fundamentalist, school privatizing crusader who bought her fucking position. It is egregious she's in that position. It is stunning she's in that position. She's by no means qualified. And it's just nepotism and corruption. And yes. Don't tell me she can buy her position in a brazenly corrupt move, and she's a Christian fundamentalist, and then you have to sit there and be nice when she wants to talk. Fuck you. Freedom of speech works both ways. Yes, I'm for her right to give that speech. Totally fine, and I would be against the students if they tried to ban her. This isn't them trying to ban her. This is them booing her and the freedom of speech going both ways. And I love how the guy who apparently is in charge, president or whatever, the university steps up there and he's like, yeah, okay, keep this up. We're going to mail your diplomas to you. And they're like, yeah, we're going to keep it up. Love it, love it, love it. She deserves that kind of a reaction wherever she goes.